We are live! Hooray, hooray, hooray! Woo! Hello, everybody! Wow, look at this. We are so global from Ireland, Canada, United States. So, guys, happy Thursday. Welcome to our Nursepreneur episode. Today, we have special guest from Ireland. So, guys, my name is PB. I am now in Vietnam. Take 1 month vacation. Thanks to this business that I am now a retired nurse at age 45. I earn more, I have more family time, I travel more, and finally live life on my own term. Thank you. May, say hello.
Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm tuning in from California and I'm enjoying and rocking this business while on my pajama, and I'm a part time nurse.
Yeah, May.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Dustin, say
hi.
hello.
Hi, everyone. Dustin here. Oh my God, I sound like a frog. I come to you guys from Canada, Calgary. Was a nurse for 16 years in cardiology. And now, like PB, I'm a retired nurse, just working from home and doing this business full time now, which is amazing. So thanks for PB.
Thank you so much. So, guys, today our special guest, her name Donna. She's from Ireland, and guess what? Donna, I will meet her in about 2 weeks. I will travel 4 countries in Europe starting next week, and I will message Donna as well. So, Donna, say hello and introduce yourself, my sister.
Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? So, yes, I really appreciate. Thank you so much for inviting me onto your weekly podcast, I call it. So, you've been doing this for over a year. Yes, my name is Donna. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I have been a nurse for 25 years, and now, during the height of the global pandemic, I started my online business. So, I'm a Filipina by heart, Irish by choice.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sis. All right, let's start with our first question. Nurse May.
Yes, Miss Donna. So, why did you start this online business?
That's a tough question, but it's really good question. Yes. I think I wasn't really actively looking. This business has found me at a very opportune time during the global pandemic. So, all I thought was that I'm on my comfort zone. I love being a nurse, and I said maybe I'd be retiring as a nurse. So that means I'll be working maybe 40, 45 years until I retire at 65 or so. But yeah, I think this business actually, somebody introduced to me way back 2 years before I started. But I said, oh my God, I don't think that's for me. I'm not into selling, whatever. I was very shy type, as you call it previously. So I'm introverted to some extent, but also I'm an extrovert to a select few people, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I was just I was burnout. That's the thing. So I was burnout at the during COVID, at the pandemic. I was on the front line, and I said, oh, I needed a change. And our kids, we have two kids. So, as an immigrant, you can really, most of us relate that, when we are in a foreign country, we don't have that support really that we usually have back home. So we kind of, I work opposite my husband. So meaning, if I'm working nights or weekends, then he'd be home with the kids. So we really didn't have that quality time together. And then I realized, oh my God, the kids are just in their teens, whatever. So I said, something has to change. So, and lo and behold, I prayed, I closed my eyes, I said, there must be something. And I saw an ad and I said, this is it. I'm here.
That's awesome, right? Because so many of us, I would say majority of us, we work so much. All we do is we want to bring food on the table and we have money to pay bill. But on the other side, we trading time, right? We trading time. We don't have time to taking care of our health, and we don't have time with our loved one. That's the reason why I started business as well. my parent got sick at the nurse, I could not be there. And here I am, bar free. Amazing, amazing. So let me go to the second question. Thank you so much. Dustin?
Yeah. Thank you. Well, as we know that there's so much online noise out there in the online space, right? With other businesses, whether it's a scam, whether it's legit, whether it's fake, etc. So can you tell everybody that's watching, how do you know for certain that this business is legit?
Yeah. Oh, that question is very important because, at the end of the day, anything that I know of previously, I think, oh my God, that's online. That's very tricky, because the fact is we were actually scammed, like for myself. Like we're talking really huge, big money. I don't actually just put this out there, but yeah, we were scammed online, like crypto stuff, and like it's huge money, like equivalent to a nurse's year salary.
Yeah.
And you see, once it's online, it's really hard to recoup, right? So that's why I was very worried. And then when my husband knew about it, it's like, oh my God, like, he was really not supportive at the beginning. So how do I know if this business is legit? The good thing with our specific platform is that we pay taxes. So wherever you are in the world, like in the US, Canada, where you are here, me in Ireland, our P60, we call it. We pay taxes, obviously. But the good thing also is that because we're partnered with, we have multiple income streams in our business, and then we're partnered with huge, big companies globally who have been in the business for quite a few decades already. So this is not a fly-by-night business. It's not a get-rich-quick. It's not an overnight success. So this business, because we're partnered with high-ticket uh, online digital platform, so it's not an overnight success, as I said, but it's really like a trusted high-ticket affiliate that has been I liken this, like, say if you are having like a franchise, right? Like a high ticket franchise,
Yes.
which is online in our specific platform. So yes, we pay taxes wherever country you are. In my specific country here in Ireland, we call it P60.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
I
you.
love that. So thanks for sharing. Yeah, I know for us here in Canada, like you said, everyone has, something that where you get taxes from the government, right? So thanks, PB, as well. For here in Canada, we get a T4 at the end of every year, right, from our government. So we can also incorporate our businesses as well. So not long ago, I just incorporated my business as well through the government. So we know it's federal. So, that's another guarantee to be legislation, right? And then in America, where PBMA are, they get a W-9 or a 1099 as well to do their taxes. And then, they get reimbursed a lump sum amount of money at the end of every year because you can do so many tax write-offs, right? So you might start in a higher bracket when it comes to your taxes. But obviously, when you do tax write-offs, the lower your income bracket becomes, so the less you owe the government, right? Or the government owes you. And can you imagine how many times throughout the year, or how many times can you sit there and say, well, the government owes me money? It doesn't really happen very often, right? Until we start joining this business, right? And then we see substantial amounts of returns, which is another incredible thing, right? And then another thing that I tell people all the time as well is, for me, in a big indicator on how we know this is legit, why am I going to put myself, my face all over the internet, or my family or my little ones all over the internet if it wasn't legit? Right? I wouldn't be putting my niece, my nephew, my mom, my dad, PB wouldn't be putting, a husband, May and her kids all over the internet if it wasn't a legit business that we are partnered with, right? And then there also have been around for 51 years, ongoing to 52 years. So it's a billion-dollar company that we're partnered with. So, we know there's longevity in that as well when they're around for that long. So
Yes.
thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
that,
And then
Donna.
to add on to that one last quick, we are holding a yearly convention. So that means that
Yes.
thousands and thousands of people coming different countries to celebrate a convention each year. That
Yeah.
gives you proof that this business is 100% legit.
Mhm.
And by the way, May, can you share how much you get tax refund this year?
Love it.
Okay,
Would,
guys, it's a
would
wrap.
like to know.
Because of this legit business, I took home 30,000 US dollars of tax refund from last year. Not from our nursing job, but from businesses that we have. So that 30,000 gives you a thing to fund another business again for another source of an income. So how incredible it is to tell you guys, not to brag, but to inspire that there's other ways and other means to get a tax refund from our businesses.
And that's another amazing thing is like, some people are going to think, hey, like literally that's a year's salary for some people out there, right? $30,000. And you made that as a tax refund, from doing this business. So to me, that's, mind blowing.
Yes, amazing, amazing. So, guys, the more important thing now our business 100% legit, federal tax register, and you have so much tax write off. I'm in Vietnam right now, and then I will go to 4 countries in Europe. All of my vacation is tax deductible. So imagine from now on to the rest of your life, everywhere you go, travel, enjoy life, and tax write off and tax refund, ka-ching, 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 right? Alrighty. Nurse May, let's go to the next questions.
Okay, next question, Donna. This is a really good question. Do you need to sell products or recruit people because you are a nurse? I want you to answer this and get
Yeah.
some clarity to our audience.
Yeah, well, if I knew that I need to sell product or recruit people, I wouldn't be in this business, to be honest. So the good thing here is we have a specific platform that we use. So it's an automated platform that we can work smarter rather than harder. A lot of businesses out there, like brick and mortar or offline businesses, of course you have to do that, but in our business we do attraction marketing. People come to us instead of us bugging other friends, family, or whatever. But like for me personally, as I said, like I wouldn't be in this business if I need to do that, because like I would just book myself for an overtime or something like another 12 hours in a week, or to get that extra pay, if I knew that I need to sell product or recruit people. So the answer is no. Yes.
Exactly. So to be honest with you, right? Any legitimate business, you must have either service like we on here. We are nurses. Our service is we provide care to our patient, right? Or restaurant, Starbucks coffee, they sell the products, right? So our business, at 100% legitimate business, we have both. We have service, we have marketing system, but it runs for you. It works for you. We have high ticket product. That's why we can earn couple $1,000, in per contract, but without do any selling. So this is why you work smarter, not harder, right? So thank you, thank you. So let's say Martha say congratulations. Woohoo!
Woo!
Love leaders, say hello everyone watching from Texas. Thank you. Martha, say watching us from California.
Yay.
Ote, watching us from Texas. Thank you so much, everybody. Amazing, amazing. We are truly global online business guy. Dustin, next question, please.
Yeah. As we know, like there's so many businesses out there who take up a lot of time, right? So a lot of people need a business when they start one. They're like, I got to put in 10, 12 hours a day, or it takes up all their time. So they have no time left for, what we're looking at aspiring to, which is being, at home with our friends or our family, or be more present, with time freedom. So can you tell everybody if we can do this business with a full-time job or not?
Absolutely. Yeah. So a lot of people here actually are doing this initially as part-time. They retain their full-time job, because let's face it, in any business that you start, be it brick and mortar or traditional or online like us, like we need to have that starting point of like a capital, right? So you want to keep your business first until your job, until you can fund your business, and eventually your business can fund your freedom, just like the three of you now, like four of us actually. So in 3 months into the business, actually I quit my full-time job. I prioritize my
Wow.
self-care, my family. But as I said, I started off with 3-figure, 4-figure, until you kind of escalate, or even have that income, because it grows, right? The good thing here is that okay, I just want to make sure that I'm answering that question. Yeah, so we all have 24 hours in a day. So this business is really into, like, say moms with 3 4 5 kids who cannot really afford to bring their kids into daycare or something like that. So as I said, you can start this business with just a few hours in a day, and eventually a lot of people do this full time. So yes, you can do this at the packets of your time, and it's really very doable. Yeah, the more that you need this business if you are busy. That's what I want to say.
Well, thank you for sharing, Donna. I know that's, I think PB can relate and May can relate. I know when I started this business 6 years ago, I was going to school full time. I was doing homework. I was working at the hospital full time. Then I started this business, right? So, the business is created and made to be super flexible to put into the pockets of your time. It's not a business that you need to put 24 hours in a day to see it be successful and to see it grow. It was brought by two Canadian men, here in Vancouver who wanted to form a business for people to be able to make an income and enjoy life, right? You're not having to wait till 65, 67 to enjoy life. They wanted to be able to enjoy life now, and that's what's important. And I think that's what people miss out on, right? Is they wait till 65, 67 to retire, and they have a little bit of money to enjoy, right? Where this business is creating so much income for all of us to be able to enjoy the now and later. So it's not even creating financial freedom, but it's creating time freedom. And I think that's been the biggest goal for so many people, right? So, a lot of people I find as well as they're looking for a business, they're looking for a business opportunity, and they're saying, I don't have time. But realistically, why not? There's 24 hours in a day. If you really wanted to change your opportunity and change your current situation, you'll make the time. You'll get up an extra hour. You'll stay up an extra hour. You'll do, your business on your break. Whatever it is that you need, if you really wanted to change your certain situation in your life, you will make it happen. So for me, that's a hard one for me to understand, because if you really wanted to change your situation, you'll just make it happen.
Thank you so much, Dustin. Truly. Yeah, the more busy you are, the more you need to have the system to run for you 24/7, right? Thank you. So Dustin, since you already spotlight, what are your achievements with this business?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thanks, PB. My voice is like horsey. So when I started this business 6 years ago, I started, like I just said, right? Actually, I've been kind of telling a lot of people and sharing a lot of people. I remember starting my business and having nothing. I literally was upgrading for my master's in nursing. I was working full-time at the hospital as much as I could. I was doing homework, and I remember getting a student loan, for, my school. And I remember taking the money for my student loan to actually pay for my business, to actually see it grow. Right? That's how I was growing my business. I had no other way to make my business happen but do that, right? So that was like a big achievement for me, because I'm like, how am I going to start a business? I don't have anything, right? I'm left with nothing. I'm broke. I'm $85,000 in debt. So how am I going to start a business? And I just made the best what I could, right? So, I picked up extra shifts at the hospital to see my business grow. I did what I could to be able to grow my business, because I wanted to change so bad. And now 6 years later, look, right, I'm retired from my nursing career. I was a full-time nurse for 16 years. I'm now retired from nursing, and I'm doing this business full-time, and I'm 39. I never thought that being 39, I'd be able to get to this. And, I love hearing May's story as well, taking that money and reinvesting in something else, and that's something that I want to do and want to inspire to. We see a lot of people who are taking money and, buying real estate properties, buying Airbnbs and making additional income streams. And so for me, that's another goal of mine as well, is to build another business of some sort, perhaps, right? To have additional income stream. Why not? Your life is basically, what did they say? It's like your oyster now, right? You can do with it as you please, because I don't have to go to somebody. My business is my own. So that's what I love. And my very first year in this business, I made $170,000, so 6 figures, which, I know to some people might seem still a lot or a little, but for me, that was huge, right? I've never made 6 figures in my life before until I made this business and did this business. And to see $170,000 on a T4, I'm like, what? Some months were like $30,000, $40,000 in 1 month. I'm like, no, this is not possible, because I never made $30,000. And it's so hard to wrap your brain or mind around making that much money in 1 month. But I mean, that's what I love about this business. And there is potential, but we are so trained to believe that we have to work that 9 to 5 or that minimum wage job that when you hear that much money in 1 month, it's so hard for people to wrap their head around. But why? It's because they're not accustomed to what actually can be made for them, right? We're so used to that security of a job. So we have to work that 9 to 5, right? And then for me too, it's just, and I say this time and time again, I think I say this on every master or this every interview is, you know, being present with my mom, I can never, that's the world to me, right? That's what I've always transpired to. I lost my dad 4 years ago, and being able to have those moments where I can just drive across the street to see her is the world to me, because losing someone like that who is a parent and not having them around anymore, everything else is really important to you. So that is the amount of money that I ever make from this business will never, be as important to me as being able to be with her every day of the week, because I don't know when I'm going to lose her. So that's what this business has done for me, and so much more. That is just a little bit of what it's done, right? And I get all smiley and happy because sometimes I reflect on what this business actually done for me, because it's been a roller coaster. It's never been linear. Any business is never linear, but it's given me so much, So thanks, PB.
Congratulations. Wow. Guys, you have it here, right? 16 years in registered nurse. We love what we do. And now Dustin, debt free at age 39 and retired nurse at 39. Amazing. Donna, share with us what are your achievements since you started businesses?
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. There's a lot. Yeah, of course, the money, right? And I really love the community. Like, although we are online, but online and then we meet offline. Yeah, like I met a lot of people at the Canada convention, and last year in Japan, and then this year there's a lot all over the world. And as you said, PB, we're gonna meet each other next month, right, here in Europe. So yeah, there's a lot. I love the community. I love monetary wise, yeah, as I said, this business has allowed me to quit my full-time job 3 months into the business and really have that time and location freedom. That's the most for me. And I can really relate to just to Dustin, because yeah, my parents were aging, and this reminds me now, because this month last year I lost my dad. So but because of this business, because I've been doing this for 4 years during COVID, like I was able to visit my dad every year before he passed away. So, like no amount of relief or comfort, or, just booking that flight and no asking for a boss about, okay, can I have 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks off during the year at a given time, to just book your flight, see your family. And then when my mom, she had a birthday milestone, I just surprised her, to be there, and like spontaneous trips, and with our kids as well, because we don't usually splurge on things for them, but we love to travel as a family. So it's sort of like an educational learning for them. So last year we managed to have 12 vacations in a year. We brought them anywhere. During the summer we were in the Philippines, in Japan, we were in France, Switzerland, Germany. In the US, I visited, obviously, when my dad passed away. We can just book that flights and take that off without asking for permission, because this business has given me options in life. That's really it. It's really about options, that you can prioritize your self-care, your family, without really, that feeling that when you're tied to a 9 to 5, and then you have to ask permission from your boss, especially in the summer. You cannot have more than 2 weeks at any given time. So here, this business has afforded us to have that time and location freedom. And yeah, it's really about diversification of our business, of our assets as well, like May has been mentioning earlier. So yeah, we have diversified our income from the business, and we bought properties in the Philippines, and that's
Wow.
actually If you know about Boracay, if you heard about it, and now it's earning income for us because we have it rented. And but the good thing really is really about giving back, about helping people. So previously, when we were just relying on a single income source, it's really hard to support other people, like our ministry, our charities. So back home in the Philippines, we make sure that we support other people less fortunate. So we do a regular feeding program to the school's unfortunate low income families. So we do that on a regular basis. And guys, this is not to brag, but this is to inspire people that when you have enough and when you have more than enough extra, you can give also. So the more that you have, the more that you can give also. So because of this business, this has afforded us to do a lot more instead of just relying on a single income source.
Amazing, amazing. Congratulations. So thinking about this guy, who can take 12 vacation in the whole year if you work like 9 to 5, right? And property investment and more family time and legacy building to pass it on to your children as well. So Nurse May, share with us what's some of your achievement with these businesses.
Okay, so for me, coming to working full time, I used to work 80 to 120 hours in 2 weeks. I have 4 kids. I have 3 aging in laws that I take care on top of my nursing job. For me, it's like, oh, it's a cycle. I have to do it again. I have to sleep, coming back to work again, do it again. But for me, the biggest milestone for me is just 8 months after joining this business, I was able to work part time. I'm only working 3 days a week now, and I'm enjoying this business with my pajama. No clock in. I can have a break anytime. I can have my coffee anytime. I can go to the gym anytime without like I have to go to work. I have to go rush to clock in and everything. That's a one milestone. Number two, I get to send my kids lunch anytime they want a hot lunch, like made from home, made from mom and dad, and then bringing them to school and showing them the love and support because they're teenager. You have to kind of focus on their developmental. You have to be there for them to support them. So for me, the second, I think the monetary is just given as a gift. I was able to fully pay my kids' Catholic tuition for the whole entire year with two of them. And for me, education is the best gift I can give to my kids. And giving that, I don't have to pick up more shift to take care of their tuition for a year. So for me, it's a peace of mind. We just have to enjoy life one day at a time. Coming to a background of nursing, that there's no guarantee for tomorrow. So we have to live our life today.
Love it. Thank you and congratulations. So, Guy, you hear from all of us, right? We are nurses and we start this online business so that we can have multiple stream of income. We can have more time with our parents, more time with our children, and building the legacy that we can pass it on. So this anybody can do is so flexible. Quickly about me, I started business when I worked two full-time nursing job. 15-minute lunch break, 30 minutes also when I get home. And also like May and like Donna, I was able to not only cut back on my work hour, but by the fifth month in the business, I was able to retire for my 15-year nursing career, bought free at age 45. Been retired for my 15-year nursing career for 1 year and a half now. So now I earn more, I travel more, I have more time with family, and it's so nice finally have some money in the bank. Before there is a time that I even have like negative bank balance from overdraft. So if you are nurses like us, if you are hardworking parents, then check out this online business. You can work at the part time, you can work in the pocket of time that you have. So start with the free workshop. And Donna, share with people about Tuesday and Thursday we have live workshop and how they can take action to start their own successful business today.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're in for a treat because if you're watching this live or maybe replay later on, we do have a twice weekly webinar, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So whatever time zone you're in, you just comment down below and we can give you the link. So it's like 20 minutes of your time. We have a short abridged version or the long version, 90 minutes of the webinar. So it's really about doing your own due diligence, like checking it for yourself because let's face it, you are the only one that can decide if this is for you because this is not for everybody, folks. You know, a lot of people are in their comfort zone, right? Like they want to do like paycheck to paycheck, work 40, 45 years until they retire, and that's it. But if you are somebody who has big dreams for yourself, for your family, who want to do more and be more and have more options in life. So this is it, 20 minutes of your time. Check it out if it's for you uh, or if it's not for you. But if you are like us, we can hold your hands and usher you to the next steps.
Amazing, right? So say message to Dustin, May, Donna, me. We are here simply we want to give you an option, want to give you a way that you can earn more, have more, and building the legacy that you are proud of. Nurse May, what do you want to share with your audience as well?
So Donna mentioned about the webinar Tuesday and Thursday. We have a free window, like a 30 days window. If you want to start with the $149. What would you get with the $149? A kind of like a showing to the community. You get to see our business, you get to see our company, our portfolio, 250,000 in the community. The $149 is just like a meal of four people, but might be your ticket to the next door, to your family time freedom, and to your family next generational wealth. Take this opportunity, guys. Check this out and connect with these four people.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Dustin, what do you want
Well,
to
I'll
share
keep
with
it
your audience?
short because I'm
Uh-huh.
dying over here. um, I think most people just need to take a leap of faith, right? Just kind of listen to their gut. And, sometimes, obviously you're coming across this business for a reason. It's coming across your feed for a reason. And just listen to that intuition and take that leap of faith, right? I mean, if you don't try something, how do you know you're going to fail at it, right? The big thing I hear all the time is, are you sure I'm not going to fail? How do you know I'm not going to fail? Well, how do you know you're going to fail if you haven't tried? And there's no such thing as failure unless you give up, right? So that's the big things that I always, follow. So, sometimes rejection is just a redirection to something bigger and better. So, for me, it's like, obviously you're here today watching this for a reason and just check it out. There's no loss to you.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly, guys. So if you don't change anything, nothing will change. You stay stuck in the same cycle, 9 to 5, or nurses with 12 to 12, right? But this may be the solution you're looking for. So check it out. Send another message. We will send you the free workshop. And if this is for you, you will pay 149 one-time payment for the lifetime access into our system. The system that runs 24/7 for you, the system that allow you to earn up to 5 streams of income from home, the same system that we own you. And now Donna work less hour, May also part-time nurse only. I am retired nurse at 45 and Dustin debt free and a retired nurse at 39 as well. So check it out, send another message and we can't wait to share it with you.
And don't
So
forget, PB,
yeah,
that it's also fully refundable within 30 days, 100% guarantee. You can't forget that.
yes,
It's a
truly. Yeah, you
win-win.
have 30 days, it's fully refundable. And we all nurses, we're all beautiful people. We tell you the truth. You know where we live.
Yeah.
So this is Emeritus watching live from Ontario. Thank you, thank you.
Oh,
Martha, she say congratulations, Colmay, and thank you for sharing. Donna, can you read out this comment?
Yes, from Martha. Congratulations, Coach May. Thank you for sharing. And also, yes, I'm so sorry, Coach Donna, for your loss. Thank you.
mm.
You lost your dad 5 months ago, but I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Martha, and like Dustin also lost his dad Donna, you lost your dad, and Martha also lost his dad 5 months ago. So that's telling us, guess what? Tomorrow is not promised for any single one of us. So what can you do today that you and your family will be taken care of for generation wealth? Start a side hustle, start a business, and I promise you, your life, your family will be fully transformed within the next couple of years. So that's all from us. Thank you so much, Donna from Ireland. Thank you so much, everybody. We still have
Thank
7
you.
people right now watching us live. Thank you so much,
Yes, 7
everybody.
million.
Love you. Thank you. So, guys, in conclusion, our business 100% legit. We have 5 streams of income that you can earn. We provide you video step-by-step training, mentorship, coaching, mastermind, community. And all of us can do this. You can do it too. Send out a message and ready to transform your life. Thank you so much, everybody. We see you next week. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, everybody.